Psalm 38, some thoughts for today. This is a psalm in which David, who's at least the subscribed author, is not feeling too well. He feels he's under it, and he's not quite sure what God is doing. He's not quite sure what his enemies are doing. He's not quite sure what he's doing. Well, you would say he's joined the club. Many of us are like that many times. He would talk about how his wounds stink and are corrupt, and he blames it on his own foolishness. He talks about how he's troubled and bowed down. He talks about how all his friends have not stood with him. They've ran and left. That reminds you of Jesus again, doesn't it? All his friends forsook him and left. And his kinsmen stand afar off. He talks about how he feels like a deaf man and you've not heard. I was a dumb man and you've not opened your mouth. As if he's saying, my God, why have you forsaken me? And then he says this, in thee, O Lord, do I hope. Thou wilt hear, O Lord my God. I want to put the emphasis for today on this word, in thee, O Lord, I hope. I do know, I can't get to 82 without knowing this, that many of you, what you need is a good dose of hope. You need the hope in God, in Jesus, in the Holy Spirit, in the Word, in Christian fellowship. You need hope in your experiences so far. You feel sometimes that you've let things go, you've let things down, and you've got to discover and rediscover this hope. If I was to give you a chapter of the Bible for hope, I would turn you to, quite clearly, Romans 5 and 1 Corinthians 15. Two great chapters of hope. One of resurrection body, the ultimate hope, but also the hope that you can have now in hope of the glory of God, in hope of the love of God that's been poured into your heart by the Holy Spirit, that He has given you hope, things to hope onto. Hope as an anchor of the soul, as the Epistle of the Hebrews would remind us. Hope that is referred to again and again in the book of Psalms. Lord, there are many difficult things, and I in my foolishness am difficult. I don't think I'm the easiest person. I hope in you. My prayer is that today you will take that jump of faith and put your hope in God. We often say, but it's true, put your hands in the hands of Jesus. His hands are much stronger than yours. Put your hope in the love of God. Put your hope in the mercy of God. Put your hope in the kindness of God. Put your hope in the fact that God has a future for you. You might say, well, Robert, you don't know my circumstances. You don't know, I turned the wrong way a long time ago and I'm suffering for it. I do know many people who made those kind of mistakes, I can assure you. Hope in God. And let me say it again. In spite of the things that are going wrong in your life at this moment, I pray that you'll put your hope in God Himself. Not in things, not in rescue operations. First and foremost, put your hope in God. God, I hope in you. You are the one who can help me out at this moment. That's the psalm for today. Thought for the day. Boy in his Bible.